Black Executive Triad.
Soon as you stop having people, they overdue. Look, give me my flowers right now, cause they overdue. Look, I done seen that as ain't need what I'm supposed to do. Look, if you add that in, them people run overdue. Look.
Y'all know what's going on, man. Soul Rocket Sounds. Put your motherfucking goddamn camera game together, man. You know, when he behind that motherfucker, man, you know that bitch platinum every time. Straight like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with the homie, man. Shout out to RS Management. You already know GFM, motherfucking BET. Y'all know Full Circle Music Group, Savage Life, Savage Ties. You know, bunch of savage shit going on. Yeah. Real for real.
Bitches on their knees begging please, she gon' fuck the team. I been hustling all day, I just ran on 10.
Your girl Cloudy here, we at Social apparently, and where we performing, we got all the baddies out here, you can see them, we all lit, so just make sure you watch, it's gonna be at after hours tonight, so just stay tuned, but we turn slut here, you know, so.
Wait, look what I'm acting in, no talking when I'm in person, I'm just signing to my clientele, thinking about that jail cell, grinding like I got a warrant, that feel keep me on point, I'm facing joints, some thoughts come back to back, like ain't no way I'm going back, my conscience like I roger that, connections all in Paris, I ain't inherit this shit, I've been on some arrogant shit, I always knew that we'll be rich, smashing the gas, airport wearing the mask, you know I get to the cat, ain't no slowing down, now it's coming in fast, I just had first, I remember last, lane living with lil' bleed, man, this shit too easy, bitches on their knees begging please, she gon' fuck the team, I been hustling all day, I just ran on 10, trapping out them hallways, look what I'm acting in, lane living with lil' bleed, man, this shit too easy.
Trillion. What up, bro? They gon' finish now, finish later.
You go follow me on all the social media sites, Instagram, official_Chewy_man, man. New taste dropping, featuring Frank Limit, featuring Pop It Out, man. We coming out with a new album, man. Y'all look out for that, man. It's up.
When I was down, they was switching plates. Niggas really fake. Payton to the Broncos, switching up the plate. Really duck, but they ate up all the bait. Call up Miss Harris, I'm still a plate.
Put my stolo in the bricks, I ride legit from now on. For the fame, I want the riches, we been trapping so long. Lonely boo, but I still keep in touch with Jake and Capone. We get money now, I spend 200 on some cologne.
Whipping powder in the whipping powder in the scutter, seen the struggle, seen the bubble, got the master key, power to discover, Visa MasterCard, swipe or get it faster, call my wife is like a matador, I seen the price it out, nice enough to write it out, expensive as my boss is spending costs, gotta write it out, expenses off the profit, off percent, we can call the vault, couple complications, call it renovation, seen a lot of bloodshed, only dedication, God is in me, so amazing, united, you know my dedication, undisputed sensation, a lot of people never made it, really elevated, 280, but navigate the water like a Navy. I can't record it, so just pay me, can't report it till you pay me. And this cash out, baby. 3 stacks lately, free stacks, baby. Baby, I'm increasing the paper to coming lately. Like playlist, play it, what I play it, what it's playing by. Lost a few soldiers, now I'm dropping tears. Time whipping powder in the scutter, seen the struggle on the bubble, trillion bubble, whipping powder in the scutter, in the scutter, in the scutter, whipping powder in the scutter, seen the struggle, seen the bubble. Powder in the scutter, seen the struggle on the bubble, trillion bubble, whipping powder in the scutter, in the scutter, in the scutter, whipping powder in the scutter, seen the struggle, seen the bubble. Slow down, it's time to drop it, get a war, don't make no profit here. When it come to check, I know the pop get. Remember all the days with no heat, and my verses had cold feet just like the fridge. It ain't no groceries, the Lord is my new this. No sleeping, I had to put myself together. No speaking, no talking, and just walking. Ain't no heat, ain't no cap, ain't no rap. Quoting fact, hard and step back, and I'm on the track. Front page magazine, spoke some things to the powder in the scutter, seen the struggle on the bubble, trillion bubble, whipping powder in the scutter, in the scutter, in the scutter, whipping powder in the scutter, seen the struggle, seen the bubble. Whipping powder in the scutter, seen the struggle on the bubble. pile up the green even on the weekend. I done seen so much green that I turn to vegan. When I get it from Cali, no misdemeanor. When I'm flipping the patties to flip Christina. Dreaming, dope, I see it. Scope, blue hundreds, low, demon, go. Truly pile up the green even on the weekend. And I see so much green that I turn to vegan. When I get it from Cali, no misdemeanor. When I'm flipping the patties to flip Christina. Dreaming, dope, I see it. Scope, blue hundreds, low, demon, go. Truly pile up the green even on the weekend. I done seen so much green that I turn to vegan. When I get it from Cali, no misdemeanor. When I'm flipping the patties to flip Christina.
Always flooding the street from hood to hood.
Scope, blue hundreds, low, demon, go. Straight out of D cause I dominated, cause I know I'm a G cause my mama made it. And I know she a G cause my grandma made it. And I know I'm a C cause I'm carbonated. All the melanin key cause it's automated. Yeah, I picked up the key cause Obama made it. If it's left up to me, then I'm out of Vegas. Cause I've been worth a $1 billion, baby. I done signed with the Billy like Thunder Vegas. So they looking greasy like McDonald's made it. But it's BET cause we nominated. Gotta eat with the family, you not gonna make it. Most of these niggas, they poppin' naked. Then the temperature drop like they hibernated. He make it pop like designer made it. Copy, Trilly, the future, home run like Poppy, microwave, heat up your noodle, caught up Chico, you gon' need you a tutor, call the shooter, he gon' need him a Uber, microwave, we gon' heat up your noodle, call up Chico, he gon' need you a tutor, call up shooter, he gon' need him a Uber, Trilly, pile up the green, even on the weekend, and I see so much green that I turn to vegan, when I get it from Cali, no misdemeanor, when I flippin' the patties to flip Christina, I'm dreaming, dope, I see it, scope, blue hundreds, low, demon, go. Truly pile up the green even on the weekend. I done seen so much green that I turn to vegan. When I get it from Cali, no misdemeanor. When I'm flipping the patties to flip Christina, I'm dreaming, dope, I see it, scope, blue hundreds, low, demon, go. Your dog is a mini-me, he a poodle when I pop the infinity. Hopping the Uber to hide my identity. Rider was super to me, that's your taco to put a salute. Put it, this is the empire mover, the loser. Just look at them babies, they really here choosing. Thinking you winning is really than losing. Like Boosie and Webby, I'm really here zooming. No, I just stutter, my first name ain't Ruben. American Idol, I make it a movie. American pimpin', I make her a groupie. Yeah, maybe it's different, them betas, they lose. Ain't waiting, I'm dipping, them niggas ain't moving. They Scotty ain't dipping, that last chance the movie. But Trilly, I'm rolling, them niggas don't know what I know and they bogus. Pay for the drip and they going download it. Putting you talking ass niggas on notice. That put it on game when they losing, they focus. I punish opponents with 5 fouls on the 4 for the bonus. So shooting the free throws and striping, we own it. Push the opponent, 5 fouls on the 4 for the bonus. So shooting the free throws and striping, you own it, we own it. Trilly pile up the green even on the weekend. And I see so much green that I turn to vegan. When I get it from Cali, no misdemeanor. When I flipping the patties to flip Christina, I'm dreaming, dope, I see it, scope, blue hundreds, low, demon, go. Truly pile up the green even on the weekend. I done seen so much green that I turn to vegan. When I get it from Cali, no misdemeanor. When I'm flipping the patties to flip Christina, I'm dreaming, dope, I see it, scope, blue hundreds, low,
The real DJ Star.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Triple in the building, man. I apologize to everybody that came in early, man, and had a little emergency situation going on. I had to handle that. There wasn't nowhere around that. Thank you to everybody who made it in today. You can go ahead and bring Star on real quick. And notify Ice Dog and let them know to come on in. Star, how you feeling today?
I am well.
That's good, man. I am blessed myself. I said you
Yeah.
outside, you getting the good energy out there flowing. How it's feeling out there?
Yes, it feels good out here today. I figured I'd sit out here and get some sun after this long day of work I just had.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
How's everything going on your end?
Man, it's been the last 2 days, man. I have not had a break to take a break and sit back and relax. But sometimes some people they pray for more motion, and then when they get it, they complain. So I ain't gonna complain. I ain't gonna complain. I'm just
That's
gonna
right.
be like, you know what? It's part of it, and yeah. So that's where I'm at with.
Yeah, take it all in.
Mm-hmm. I haven't been able a chance to really go outside today, which I wish I could have.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, go get you some of that sunlight.
yeah, I haven't been able to though. I've been working these phones and
Gotta stick your head out the window or something. Rejuvenates. Cause I'm going back out there.
yeah, I've been working these phones and computers all day, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't really had time to do much else. today. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
know that I know I'm as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna try to go get me some sun. I don't care if it's for about 30 minutes. I'm gonna go sit
Yeah.
out there. Give me a mile in. I usually get 3 miles at the beginning of the day.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You walking or you sprinting?
I don't do no sprint. Sprint is not good for you. I
Okay.
jog and walk. Yeah, sprinting is not good for you at all. I mean, it's good for conditioning, obviously, but I mean, like we're talking about just improving the quality of my life. Come on, Jess. Improving the quality of my life. Walking is probably the best. Walking and swimming are two of the best exercises. Everybody want to jog, everybody want to run, but ain't nothing like that good walk. That's that good power walk. Get your
Yeah.
blood more.
Absolutely.
So what you working on?
I am working on some of everything. I was having a conversation with a young man today. Shout out to Shorty Rock. Somebody hit me up today about doing some things with the book. So I'm excited about new ventures. I'm just working. I'm just gonna keep moving and keep grinding till the wheels fall off.
I know that's right.
Mhm.
So what's going on with the book? You want to go on? Can you talk about it, or are you
Yeah, we just was
under?
throwing out some ideas. We don't do too much talking, but we were throwing out some ideas about some things that people might want to see. Some live reads and stuff like that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to actually have people like hitting me up, if that makes sense. Like,
Nah,
if
you got incoming business coming in.
I do, and I'm excited about that. That's kind of new. People are always like, "Can you come do this for free, or can you do that? Can you do?" And I'm okay with that. I don't mind giving back and paying my dues. But when people reach out, and really, really want to reward you on the strength of the things that you love, that's huge. So yeah,
Right. No, I definitely agree with that.
think about that. And shout out to Johnny Tripman. Gotta shout him out. He is just
Yeah,
amazing with his graphics, and the Book of Dreams is like on the way. I am so excited to see like where he's going with this and how it turns out. So shout out to the whole crew. They really, really moving with that. And off
definitely
the
shout out to
grid
Johnny
stuff.
Shipman.
Yeah.
Um, he's been working real close with us. For a while now, and it's just about to pop up. That's all I can say. Got some
Yeah.
major people that's looking at his work, the Book of Dreams,
Yeah.
um, and also um, been on the call, the Zoom calls in the morning. Has been You've been missing it. We had 20 people yesterday.
Hmm.
We had 16 people today, and they're all power hitters. I'm talking about major label
Yeah.
executives, business owners. We had a guy in there. He specializes in coffee. He gets the import export with the coffee going. I'm about to try to get my own coffee brand. We got a guy who's got the plug with China and getting brand new products that you never heard of made and created and shipped over here. He
Yeah.
lived in China for 10 years. This been really productive.
Yeah.
Especially like
Absolutely.
we start talking about like children's books and stuff like that. You might want to have your children's character like a like action figure to go with it. You got to tap in with China,
Yeah.
because China is going to give you stuff that's going to be at a reasonable price to where you can make some money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I thought that was dope.
Got you. Got you. I try to get on there and not say much, but we got testing, getting ready to get started. So I'll be at
Oh
work.
yeah.
Try to get on
Oh
some of
yeah,
the
yeah.
other
You
ones.
you you have been on so many when there was nobody there. You're not gonna hear me say nothing about you not being there. Because when there was
Y'all
nobody
missing all the
there, you
good
was
stuff
there.
though, right?
Hey man, that's how I go sometimes. But
It's all good.
we know that you definitely your heart is there. And when I'm there, that's just like you being there. Just like when I'm not at every casting call,
Yeah, absolutely.
my heart is there. I be wanting to be at all of those. You know what I'm saying? And but I can't physically all the time. But
Yeah.
I know that as long as you're there, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
keep me in
saying,
the
it's just
building.
as good as me being there. Yeah, exactly. Because I
Yes,
know you ain't
sir.
gonna let nothing go unseen or unheard.
At all. Not even no, don't even need to speak it because you already know.
Yeah, exactly. You my sister,
Already know.
man, from another
Yeah.
mister. So
Yeah,
yeah.
man. I just can't wait till the everything just comes full circle. Cause it's coming, and it's like I was talking to a coworker today. Shout out to Mr. Armwood, that's my buddy. He's an amazing teacher, um, and he's always in my corner, like just pumping me up. And I share a lot of the things that I do with him. He's got the book, so he knows, and he watches the struggle. Like so, he's always pumping me up and giving me good advice. Those are the people that kind of make me remember why I do what I do. You know what I mean? Aside from the big why, because I just love it. But he's really, really dope. And I gotta say to those people, I appreciate you. I so appreciate you.
Speaking of that, I definitely want to say I appreciate you because,
Oh, thank
man,
you.
I ain't even gonna lie, man. Just having a dope ass co-host that I know is gonna come in here and I can really chop it up with on some genuine shit and then I don't feel
Hmm.
forced.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's hard to come by. So I'm appreciative. I definitely want to give you your flowers.
Thank
You know,
you. I be having a ball up here with you. So yeah, we just keep it 100. That's all. All y'all that's
exactly.
tapped in and tuned in, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get 100%. It is what it is.
Okay.
And it's
So,
really all good. So
oh yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. All positive. We don't talk about no negative stuff.
Yeah, it's
I,
all
I do got
love.
a couple special guests that's coming on right now. They were in the
Okay.
meeting earlier, so we're gonna bring some of the meeting into the Trillion Show. So
Hey,
you ain't gonna miss everything because that's how we rock.
let's get it.
So let's go ahead and bring Ice Dog up. Ice Dog is an international artist, producer,
Got you.
and he also is the owner. Him and his partner are the owners of Kelly Franklin Music Group, who we just came into partnership with.
Got you.
Um, if you want to come on and tell us a little bit more about your stuff, Mr. Ice Dog.
Yes, yes, indeed. I am Baron Ice Dog of the Bay Area, Viceroy of Alameda County. 40 years in the business, 30 years actually 20 years as artist, 10 years as a mogul. Um, the group is called the MOBB. We had our album called Never Trust Them, which sold 500,000 out the trunk, then did a million. So forth and so on, which got me notarized and put me on tours. People such as E40, Busta Rhymes, just to name Mystical, just to name a few. You know what I'm saying? But they strive to get to this point to where we are doing real conglomerate businesses with the top three, which is Universal, Sony, and Warner, along with Virgin Music Group and BMG. So and in grooves as well. And this is my partner, Les Franklin, the Franklin side of the Kelly Franklin business. You know what I'm saying? We as the dynamic duo of Alameda County, and therefore that's what we tend to do is distribute music, empower, enhance, and educate artists. On what it is to be an artist and to actually utilize the platforms. If you don't know how to utilize the platforms, we're definitely there for consultation.
Man, I think that's so dope, man. First of all, I want to say thank you for y'all gentlemen spending y'all's time with me. Even if it's just 15, 20 minutes, we spent a couple hours on the phone chopping it up earlier about some important shit. I
Yeah,
definitely want to get back to that. But I want my co-host Star, I'll just introduce her. This is Star, my co-host, and my
yeah,
sister. She's my soul sister. You know what I'm saying? And I really want her to ask y'all some questions and get familiar with what y'all do. She's gonna ask you some real intricate stuff, and that's gonna lead us into where we need to go. I guarantee.
sure, sure.
Hey, you guys. I'm
Hello.
Star.
Hey, how's it going, Scar?
Oh, can't complain. Ice Dog. So tell me first of all about the name. Why?
Oh, well, my name, God bless my homeboy, Anthony Porterson from St. Louis, and it was just at a pivotal time when I used to be a counselor at Excelsior Spring Job Corps Center. I had gotten into an altercation with, I'm not a racist, but I got into an altercation with two rednecks. They called me out of my name, and I knocked them both out. And Anthony, he's they say dog after everything in St. Louis. So He's like, oh, you knocked him cold. You knocked him out cold as ice, dog. And I just heard. I said, what you say? He said, you knocked him cold as it, knocked him out cold as ice, dog. I said, I like that ice dog thing. I like that. I said,
Okay.
yeah, I said, but I had to make it different. I was, I was the real DOWG. Snoop didn't have it.
Damn. Tell
Yeah.
it.
So I did that, and it just grew with me for for the 40
Yeah.
years.
Stuck with you. Okay.
Mhm.
Right. So what you got coming up next? What's your biggest project that you working on like right now? This minute, it's in your brain. That's what you moving with.
All of them.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So name your top three.
Oh well, that's Franklin. I can't say it's all of them.
It's all of them. All right. Well, tell me about them. Talk to
Oh,
me.
okay. Well, you go ahead.
Well, I'm Les Franklin.
Okay. Hey.
My background is I try not to talk about it too much. I like to be about it. But
Yeah.
I did 15 years with the legendary Little Richard.
Okay.
And by working with him for those 15 years, it allowed me to travel the world, as a superstar, they call it. It allowed me to travel the world extensively. I went to 48 countries with him, so it allowed me to learn a lot, about the business, on how to conduct myself as an artist, how to conduct myself as a businessman, and for 15 years, that's all I did. I just traveled the world for 15 years. Now, the point I'm at right now as a performer, because I'm talking about the business side of what I do with the company. But as a performer, I am getting ready to do a show with Miss Chalet. I don't know. I'm still with the old school artists with Miss Chalet, Regina Bell, Shantae Moore. It's
The
just so
good
many of
stuff.
them.
That's the good stuff.
And there's so many of them. But I am an artist. Myself as well. My music is on 244 um, uh, country in 244 countries on all platforms. There's not one digital platform you will not be able to find myself or any of our artists, and that's what we want to bring. And that's what we want to bring. That's what we bring it to the table. But we have to empower. We have to empower our artists first. I think it's enhance and enlighten and empower. And educate the artists. So
Right.
even though I'm an artist, but when I'm on stage, I'm still educated.
Right. Knowledge is best served when it's shared, right? So yeah, I like that.
That's, and I can talk about it. It's easy for me to talk about because
Yeah.
it's what I breathe every day.
Okay, well you said you were able in those 14 years you learned a lot. So what was give me two of your greatest lessons.
Two of my greatest lessons. One of my greatest lessons is really, even though I'm talking now, it's how to be quiet and just listen to what the big boys are talking about, and absorb what they're telling and absorb what they're doing and how they're doing business. And I'll just give you an example. I gave this example today to Trill. There's a company called the William Morris Agency, right? I don't know if you ever heard of them, but they're the biggest company when it comes to promoting artists and booking artists.
Okay.
And what I found out about how they was able to book those artists, because they cut deals with the record labels, or they cut deals with the artists that I'll keep you busy for the next 5 years if you give me a point from one of your songs. Now, a point might sound like nothing to the average person, but I'll give you an example of how that really works, and then we'll move on.
Yeah.
And we have this guy named what's that boy? No, I ain't talking about K-Dub. No, the brother.
What you over there chewing on? You look like you
Okay.
eating trail.
Yeah.
I hate dead air. I just gotta talk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good
I'm
stuff.
sorry. I'm sorry about that.
You fine, go ahead.
Yeah, so just so while we getting that together, I also we just recently yesterday locked in a partnership deal with KFMG Major move. Go ahead. Whenever y'all get it together, let me know, brothers. Y'all can come back on.
Yeah, we just talking.
And
Yeah,
I
moving.
really think that I think that's going to be real beneficial for everybody that's tuned in with us.
Yeah.
Because they're enabling us with Empire and also Universal and Universal Publishing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So these guys are really they're really in our corner. They've been
Yeah.
on the meetings in the mornings. Heavy, go ahead, brother. I just was talking so we don't do the dead air thing.
Oh, my bad. But one of the biggest lessons I learned, I don't know why I can't think about it. This boy, I can't think of his name. He done been shot in a did 50 Cent.
I was about to say that when you said shot. I was about to say as soon as you
I
said
can't
shot, I was
believe we
about
just
to say
had that
50.
much dead air. We just had that much dead air because you couldn't remember 50 Cent name.
And I could have told you that one. It's
Look,
okay. Come on with it.
Boy,
I'll get there. But what I want to say, what I want to make was this here.
Okay.
He went to a producer, right?
Yeah.
And he liked the song with the producer there. And that's why it's important for us to get our catalog together and make sure all our things are in order. So when the big boys come after your music, you gonna get paid. So 50 Cent came at this producer and said, "Look, I like the song. What you want for the song?" So the producer, I want $50,000,
Okay.
right? 50,000, and 50 was like, "Okay, well, why don't you let me give you 30,000, and I'll give you a point.
yep, on the record. I remember that story. And
I'll
the
give
dude
you a
lost out on millions because it was Get Rich or Die Trying.
And
Yep.
this is what's so important, man, about understanding and empowering the writers and producers to understand how this music game really works. So the
Right.
guy said, "No, I want the 50,000." Wrote him a check for 50,000. He sold about 10 million copies of that.
10 million copies.
He sold 10 million copies of that song, right? And that 1 point would have been $1.5 million.
Right.
So my thing is, the lesson that I learned from that, and I already
That
knew
was one
that
of your
game.
big lessons.
I already
Yep.
knew that game is that to understand the business
Yeah.
and how the business really works. Would you rather have a 50,000 up front, or would you rather have the $1.5 million on the back end?
I'll wait
Yeah,
for
he didn't
Justin
understand.
all
He
day
didn't
long.
understand the terminology. He looking at 20,000 less versus 1 point. You
Right.
know, the power of understanding the investment terminologies is very important, especially when it not even just music, just in general. If somebody said
Yeah.
they're gonna offer you 1% of equity in something, you might want to consider that because that's called passive income.
And so
You
the thing
know,
is, my learning in that, and then so the question is, how many times do you want to do that?
Mm,
Yeah.
See, it's a numbers game. So
Yeah.
mm.
I'm out here with the big boys, and I'm listening to these guys on
Yeah.
how they conduct the business. So my thing is, when we in big circles, I
Yeah.
really don't like. It's okay. I'll talk now because it's us. But when I'm in those big circles, I'm just listening.
Well, I don't know.
Right.
It's a lot of people listening to us right now. We live. We live and direct on
Yeah.
Facebook,
So yeah. So
YouTube,
keep it quiet.
Twitter.
So I'm
Me
glad.
and just
Uh,
I'm glad I didn't say what I was going to say earlier.
me and
oh
Trill
yeah,
just
no, we
said that.
live. Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
live, man.
We just said
Yeah,
that we don't do too much talking. We'll give them a little bit, but we're not gonna give them too much.
that's
Sounds
right.
exciting. So we want the people to have what they need. They already have what they need to get where they need to get, right? So I believe everybody has that already. How you get there is the resources. So the branches on the tree,
Networking,
right? So
networking.
yeah, so networking and networking with the right people, that's important. So how are you able to maneuver through these crabs in the barrel mentalities and through um the things that really really make some of us pull back from the entertainment industry, even the different genres of the entertainment industry, it's all there. And do you see that with us more than with any other race?
Well,
That's a loaded question.
it
I
is a
know.
loaded question, but because the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Well, historically speaking,
Yeah.
we were taught to be that mentality.
Come
So
on.
that's a cycle that has to be broken. And I can go from male to female with this thing. So because that'll be a whole different thing. And let me give you a scenario. I'm gonna go back to our roots.
Okay.
The black woman is a very powerful woman.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Absolutely.
She's the most powerful woman in the world, and
in
how
the universe.
in the universe. And in slavery, she had way more power
Then
than the
she
black man.
Yes, you did.
She was
yes, she
already in the White House.
Mm.
And
come on.
I'm not even surprised that Camilla in the White House.
Ooh,
Come
boy.
on.
Hey, boy, it might cut us off, boy. You going crazy. Woo, boy, you
See, that's
going
why I
crazy.
asked that question. Because I knew I already knew by when he said, not even when you said, but I think I'm a vibe person. So I think Trill can tell you that I'm real energetic. So I feed off of other people's energy. And as soon as you said, well, it was two things you said, but the one that stuck out to me the most is when you said old school. Before you even started naming the people's names. And it wasn't what you said so much, it was how you said it. So I already knew how you was kind of going to answer this question. And that's what I wanted. So go
Because
ahead.
I got the silver, because I got the silver medals to prove that I've been there. You know, so so when I was mentioning the White House,
Yes.
y'all ran the White House.
Yes,
You
Yeah.
sir.
cooked, you cleaned, you sewed, you did everything. You
Yes,
did the
sir.
book. You did the
E-
book.
e- even NASA,
I was
women
about
are
to say we
behind
did
NASA.
NASA. They was yep.
You did the
Yeah,
book. And now,
oh,
but what the problem was with that is that what the problem with that, because he didn't, the master didn't come and ask me if I wanted to drive for him.
he coming to ask her.
He just said, Ludabelle, do you think that he would be good?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Or go
Ludabelle,
ask your brother. Yes,
and
sir.
then
Come on.
Ludabelle would say, yeah, I think he'd be real good for it. Then Ludabelle would come back and relay that message to us and go want to tell us how to act. Well, I'm a real man. You ain't gonna tell me how to act.
Come on.
I'm headship. You ain't gonna tell me how to act. You know what I'm saying? Well, because do what he tell you to do, and you can no, because they gave me a buggy. I would have kept on going.
And they knew that, and that's why they did that.
So, and they still use those same tactics. So we have an imbalance because we haven't recognized what has been done and turn the headship back over and work with them. Because we have the shoulder, so we supposed to bear the heavy load.
Mm-hmm.
That's our job, to bear the heavy load. You know what I'm saying? So my job is to, do the fighting.
The
And your
women
job is
protect
to
the
nourish.
children, and the men protect the women. That's how it's
And,
supposed to go.
your job is to nourish what's going down, because we're more powerful with you
Then without
than
us.
without you.
Oh, we can't
Absolutely.
do nothing without them.
Oh
Period.
yes,
End of
because
story.
I always say, and I wrote it in one of my poems, and it's I'm not gonna say the whole thing, but it's something about you the head, but I'm the neck, boo. You can't move without me. So just
Mm.
men should really, really, if you think about that, like you can't even pivot without me. You can't do nothing. It'll fall off and it's over for you. So if you
Well,
think about it that way, you wouldn't
well,
even
let
be
me
here
give
without us.
well, let me give you a better scenario than that.
Okay.
That's good, but one of my reels was missing, so I need my reel.
Hmm.
That's the
If any,
original one.
if
It ain't
anybody
original.
ever
It
had
ain't
a,
original. It is what it really is.
Yeah.
if anybody's ever had an injured rib, boy, every time you go to breathe, move, sit up, oh my God.
So my thing is, I had to find my rib, you know, that I become whole and one again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I
So
mean,
that,
it all is supposed to meet and we meet each other there. And that's
yeah,
where we're missing these days. Well, in humanity, period. We're not meeting each other there. We fighting to get there and stumbling over each other like it's bad.
now the crab in the bucket mentality. That is the way, see, you got me going back to history right now.
Because that's
Willie
where it
Lynch,
started. Really. It really did.
yeah, Willie Lynch, he did that in America.
Yeah.
Anybody that studied that dude, he did that.
Yeah, yeah.
He saw what
He
slavery
create.
was doing.
That letter perpetuated the science of war, and you cannot defeat a people until you divide them. How do you divide them? You separate. You put the light skin against the dark skin. You put the women against the men. You put the young against the old. And he
That's what he
outlined
did.
how that's controlled people for 200 years using these tactics. He said, "We do this. we'll control them for 200 years, and it was the most successful. It was so successful they just kept doing it because we kept
and,
going
and,
for it, and they just
and, put,
kept doing it.
and put the fear factor there because it's like they said, how can how can you as a woman, trust me and I can't protect you?
Mhm. And that's why we're in the state that women are in now, where we have figured out how to protect ourselves, and men feel discarded because of that. And it's not to disregard you guys, but it's to make sure that we good. Because we gonna make sure y'all good. I think y'all know that. Always
Well,
have.
but a real man is going to make his woman feel secure. A real
It
man.
ain't a whole lot of those.
But what I'm trying to tell you that's why we here. That's why we here today. So we can
Understand.
talk about it. We got to be able to
Yeah,
talk about this here
But
because
but
absolutely.
see, the problem is is this though. When most people hear, I won't say people, when most women hear secure, they think money. But see,
exactly
security is
Most,
deeper
I
than
think
money.
that's well, from a woman's point of view, I won't say most women. I would say most immature young girls hear
That
that.
part, that right there.
That's because there is a difference. Security has not, even the word itself has nothing to do with money. So if you
No,
At
got
all.
common sense, which I know they don't, sense ain't common, but come on, like let's be real about it. That's a young person thinking that.
yeah,
A grown ass woman is like, okay, we know what security is. Know when to hold me, know when to hug me, and don't fold on me. That's
right.
security because
But
we can make money together all day long.
a lot of that falls with accountability too.
Absolutely.
well, I know a lot of 50 and above that don't know what you just said.
Right.
Oh wow.
They mental.
It's only because of what they've been through.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
see,
not even that. Not even that. Hold on. Part of self, part of my
okay,
soul. I have to interrupt. But the thing is this: not only that what they've been through, but they have created a reward system to reward the people who separate from the child of the mother, the father of the child. We'll take care of everything, your food, your housing, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll be your man. The government said that I'll be your man if you
That's right.
separate from your. And you
Cheap
know
out.
why they do that? They do that because it's the destruction of the family unit, which precedes the fall of every great nation,
and
including Rome.
Mm-hmm.
family is the strongest organization.
Well, yeah, and to some women, that small pacifier, what you're talking about, and I get it, that security, that in the projects or the food stamps or whatever they're gonna do to pacify them, sometimes that's worth more to them than some of these sorry ass men out here. So I'm not trying to be mean when I say that, but even though their mentality is messed up, that is a messed up mentality because if you thinking that you can live off of 200 and something dollars a month in food stamps and not calculating the fact that you could actually go get a job and make more than that and then hustle that job. I mean, that's the mentality we're talking about that's not there, that they just don't have because it's ways to do stuff. You got to learn how to. Again, he said you have to be taught that, so you have to learn how to maneuver in those spaces. And a lot of these people don't. We got a lot of spoiled people, like in this generation. They
Yeah,
just,
we do.
you
Hey,
know what I'm
I like
part
the
of
saying?
word.
self.
They don't know
Hey,
how to
part
work for it.
I like the
part
word.
part of
I like the word that Clinton used, accountability. So I can use the same terminology that what's your name again, Dollar?
Star.
star.
Yes.
Star. I can use the same terminology, but I don't use the terminology when you say um, we all grown. You say sorry ass niggas, right?
No, I said men.
Sorry ass men. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, sorry ass men,
And
right?
that wasn't a shot at
No,
the men now.
no. I'm just saying, but when I'm just
Okay.
saying, if I use that same terminology, because I know a lot of women, there's this sorry too, because
Sorry ass women. Yes.
you're right. Because the thing about it, if you don't, what you don't know, you don't know.
Yep. That's
So I
true.
can't call them sorry because they don't know.
Well, we're talking about the ones that are sorry, the ones that do know, because it is a whole lot of them out there, a nice
That
portion,
know,
that do
you, you
know.
you
Right.
know, you know, knowledge is power, right?
Exactly.
So when you know to do good, you do good.
Yes.
So there's a real man to know to do good, he gonna do good. A real woman to know to do good, gonna do good. We have to just be those examples. Like, you ever seen a couple, you say, oh, they're the perfect couple, right?
Yeah.
Man, like everything going well for them. But you see the glory, but you don't know the story.
Hmm.
And
I
that's
agree.
and that's only because they had. So I gotta put up with stuff with you that I just don't like. And you got to put up with stuff with me you just don't like. But that's what's gonna make us strong because you're gonna be able to recognize my weakness and my shortcomings and be able to talk to me in a way that I would understand. You know what? That's not good for us.
Yeah.
It's not good for us. It's not good for our children. When I was coming up, my daddy and mother didn't argue in front of the children. Nowadays, these people, man, fuss and cuss in front of their children. And then when the kids grow up with that anger, you know, we say, oh, the kids wasn't, you know, it's something wrong with the kid. No, it was something wrong with their parents.
Yeah. Yeah, we said that about the whole generation. I think it's like they keep talking about this generation X, Z, Y, F, P, G, you know, but we raised them. You know what I mean? So we really have to look back and say, okay, well, honestly, we did this. We helped social media do this to a certain extent. Even me, you know, and I just look young. So y'all, you know, I've been around a long time, so I can speak a little bit, especially on the kids because I work in the school system. So I've seen them for several years evolve and change into the little monsters that we love so much today, but that they have become. Um,
Right.
and honestly, the parents are coming along with them. So it's
Yeah.
not just them fighting; it's auntie, uncle is coming up to the school want to fight too. So
Because
you're absolutely right.
the Bible says, train up a child the way he should go, that when he come old, he won't depart. He won't depart. He might
Yes.
veer, but he ain't gonna depart from the teaching. Man, we just sit around. You know, when I was a kid, we just sit around the grown ups partying with the kids and smoking with the kids and drinking with the kids and fighting with the kids, cussing with the kids. You know, so those are things we gotta change because family. I love Trio for this one. There, he said, God first, then family, then you know. Everything.
God first, family second, money third. That's the
Money
key right
third.
there.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
Like that.
the enemy knows if I can divide the family, I
it's over with.
can destroy a whole nation. And
Yeah.
that's what's happening. They
It
destroyed.
is.
Trill told the truth. They destroyed our family structure, and we have
Absolutely.
not regained, you know, our families. And until we regain that family structure again, we're gonna look the same. It ain't gonna change. The only
Yeah,
way we're
it
gonna
is.
do that, we gotta have economics. Got to be our first priority to empower ourselves economically, so we can educate our own people through our own media, and you'll see the change.
Yeah.
Hey,
And everybody has to be.
pardon self. I do want to take this small commercial break. Chris, go ahead and roll that video. This is True Will Push-Ups versus Like That. The Kendrick Lamar versus Drake diss, but I remixed it. Definitely motherfucker. Go ahead and spin that for me, Chris, because I want y'all to check this out. Drop y'all feedback in your comments
Hey.
in the comment section.
Yep. And I love my sister.
Trillion. Drop it, give me 50. Drop it, give me 50, nigga. Drop it, give me 50. Hey, hey, shit. Do not question mine. Skip nickels and dimes. Skipped a couple pennies cause I had a larger mind. Trilling on the ton of dime in the 10 blocks. They said I made a couple dollars, then I went pop. Really dropped a couple hours, then I went pop. Out of 200, them niggas only 50 gon' pop. Most wanted me against the world, all eyes on me like I'm pop, but I won't flop. My club about to stand up, dirty gym sock, arm, leg, arm, head, better get some lock. No, if one against me shall prosper. That's inshallah, God's will. Sold enough pills just to pay the bills. Open up your third eye, seen it just to make it real. Now I do is visualize, baby, I can make the deal. All I do is recollect, baby, how the money feel. How the money feel? Shit, these niggas drop and give me 50, make them split like it's 50. Make them drop and give me 50, make them split it like it's 50. Drop and give me 50, make them split it like it's 50. Pay the bills on time like it's 50. Bitch, drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50, niggas drop and give me 50. Yeah, yeah. Shit, drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50, niggas drop and give me 50. Yeah, yeah. Trillion, we let it be right. Yeah, she like that. Is you really like that? Tell me, is you like that? Nigga, really? Is you like that? Tell me, is you like that? Is you like that? Is you like that? Is you like that? Yeah. Is you like that? Is you like that? Yeah. Is you like that? Is you like that? She do not get excited. Too many niggas like that bitch on fire. Yeah, I'm too fly. Better ask the pilot, he can double check the mileage. And I'm stunting on the road like Pirelli on the tire. This the belly on the wire. For 8 summers, it's bit up, it's been stuck like 20 up when I bit up. Like 8 hummers in the club with me, like +3. 5 summers in the mud with me, got 8 rappers in love with me. It's overground with the pilot, I'm an underground when I'm king. You know that ain't nobody needed just to crown me. I've been sitting around outside with the sun, baby. That's where my crown be. The Stargate, ball rate, bet I bet your heart rate, light speed, and you know to like me. No nobody like me. Tom Brady arm throw, light speed, touchdown, long range. 60 seconds, we can meet your destiny a long way. 6 years, your girl been waiting on the long 8. I ain't lying, but I had the whole 9 the whole time buying up the catalog. Bet on investor dime, bet you can see your line, bet. And you know I dropped a couple dimes and I'm done to pop. Make it bubble up and bring it back. I turn it into rock. And you know it ain't no question mine. Don't you question mine. Skip them niggas and them dimes and them pennies. Had a larger mind. Drilling on the turn of dime in the 10 block. Yeah, I took a couple dollars, then I went pop. Yeah, I dropped a couple albums, baby, then I went pop. Out of 200, only 50 niggas gon' pop. If they went trillion, I bet them niggas gon' pop. And I can't stop, and I can't stop, and I won't stop, and I won't stop. Yeah, can't stop, won't stop, better pop.
Like that, nigga, is you like that? Is yeah, world premiere. Trill Will, push-ups versus like that remix. I couldn't let them niggas get away with it. I had to drop it. You can find it on YouTube, the whole version on YouTube and Facebook. Video put together by none other than Chris from Worldwide Collaboration. Amazing. Let me know what y'all think. Drop the comments below in the chat and let me know what y'all think about that. Real shit. But yeah, we back.
Love it, love it. Shout out to Chris. Hey.
Yeah, man. So how you feel about the interview so far? I don't know if they dropped out or they coming back or whatever, but
That was
I,
awesome. I loved it.
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
absolutely.
mm-hmm.
I love bringing back the old school mentality, even though
Okay,
they went.
go ahead, bring them back. Or they back? So
Okay, got you. I put him a message in the chat too, so
All right.
answer my
We,
chat.
we have to switch out, man. You know, we moving around the compound. We try well from one part of it, then back into the studio and all that.
Hey, Star, I really enjoyed the conversation. I mean, that's what we got. We got to open up the floor and let it flow the way it's gonna flow. Cause we all here to absorb and learn from everything.
Absolutely.
I don't know. You say you look young. You do look young.
Yeah.
I do. I ain't even take my glasses off. See, I take my glasses. Hey, y'all.
All right.
Trying to hide the sun. I'm not. I don't. And I love my age. I'm 51 years old. And I'm. Yes, sir. And I love it. I feel like I just got my second win. When the year I turned 50, my mother passed. So it was rough. And the fact that it was, other stuff in the mix of that, it was just really hard for me. And still is. I'm grieving. We don't ever stop doing that, by the way, if people don't know that. So that was hard for me. And now that the things that I'm doing, I kind of started doing before she passed away. And when I turned 50, I was like right in the mix of doing the movie, and the book was like kind of, moving around a little bit, and I was performing and this kind of stuff. So I felt like that was my second win. And I promise you, I felt like I was 30. I was hopping around. I quit smoking cigarettes. I'm 2 years now, no cigarettes. So I stopped that, and I think God just put something in me like, yo, you already know this, so now activate it. And it was like that. So now that I'm in activation mode, I'm ready to just kind of execute. So, I know the sun sets on everybody, and she's good. It's us that suffers, the ones that's here. So I think now that I'm motivated to kind of do everything in her name, that's big for me. So to be able to go back to New York and film and be able to, dedicate some of the things to her, that's a big deal for me. So even to reach back to some of the kids now is huge for me, to be for somebody what I needed back then, because my mother wasn't always there. I'm a Brooklyn in the 80s baby. Google it if you don't know.
Brooklyn, New York.
Yes,
I was in the military with a girl. Her name was Alicia Glover. I don't know if you know any Glovers in Brooklyn, but
I don't. That's so. And people
Yeah.
say that all the time. It's like a needle in a haystack.
But I want to, encourage you on that. With your mother, spirit wasn't born,
Yeah,
so spirit never dies.
that's right.
Your mother lives on in you.
Yeah, I
See,
believe that.
everything your mother taught you, everything your mother shared with you. I don't care if she showed you how to know to bake a cake. When you baking that cake, your mother is your spirit. Her spirit is in motion.
Yeah,
Her
and I.
spirit is breathing on you. And all you gotta do is keep on just doing those things as she come to you. Just thank God that she come to you in spirit.
Yeah.
And do those things that you do. And share that which God has given to you, and those things that your mother has shown you, man. And hey, she physically, yeah. And I can't say I feel what you feel because my mother and father still. I'm 63 years old.
Are you still got both of them?
Yeah, I'm six. I'm
Hey.
six. I'm 63. But when I hit that stage, I don't look nothing like this.
Yeah, that's right.
You
Right,
know,
you got that. You get that second win, right?
and get and I feel better now. I mean, I feel just as good as I felt at 21.
You hear me?
I'm not dealing with no diabetes, no high blood pressure, no
Right.
cholesterol, and all that stuff there. I have a sound mind because you have a sound mind. You have everything.
Yeah, and a dream. So
You
you
know.
need.
All is mind and mind is all. That's the first Kemetic principle. Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is
So.
so
GFM,
true.
man. God first, family second, money third, man. Tell me.
Oh, I
This is
didn't
key
even know
to
what that stood for. I'm
it's
glad
the
you said
formula.
that.
It's a what? You ain't know what it stood
I'm
for.
trying to look and
GFM.
know what's that. I
It's
promise I didn't.
it
Oh,
stay on there. Even you ain't see the big one. I got a big one that say GFM too. Anyway, but yeah.
you know
Well,
I
anyway,
do.
man, they got BMF, man. So, man, I need you to sip my change. I need you to sip
So
Yeah,
my
okay,
man.
so now where's Icebox at? Where he go? Oh, he's still right there.
I
Okay.
said Icebox. It's Ice Dog, man.
Ice Dog.
Fight,
Lord have
we
mercy. Look at
finna
me.
fight. We
Okay, now I
finna.
just showed my age, didn't I? Talking about
He said
somebody.
Icebox. Lord have mercy.
Hey,
ice box. Yeah.
He know he Ice Dog. He know.
What's
Ice
your
Dog.
name,
Ice
boy?
Dog
Your
with the.
name Ice Dog, Ice Box, Ice Cube, Ice Tray. What's
oh,
your
That
name?
is Ice Dogg.
that stands for the acronym to my name. It stands for I checks everybody with a dose of this genuine game.
I like
Okay, let's
it.
go. Let's go.
All right, so tell me what's next. What's your okay? You said everything was your
Oh well,
biggest
I'm gonna
hit.
speak for myself because, like I said, we have artists. So right now, I'm working on a new album called Dogma.
Okay.
Because I'm very dogmatic at what I stand on business. I stand on town business, so I
Okay.
stand on my business. So I'm dogmatic about it, and the thoughts in my head from I'm very enigmatic like Andrew Lloyd Webber, so you have to forgive me. When I create my records, I create motion pictures on wax.
Okay.
So each song tells a pivotal story for the record. You know what I'm saying? For the title. The title of the album is Dogma. So it's letting you know what's taking place. Me myself, just that's all I can say. It's eclectic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I have to put down my exact feelings. Like people used to tell me I need to start rapping like this and make beats like this and rap on beats like this. And I had to sit and look and like, wait a minute. What I have been doing got me here.
Yeah.
And I say this not to be disrespectful, but respectfully, I ain't never had a feature.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
Come on with it.
I,
Talk your
I
shit.
can't say that. A lot of people can't say that. I
Talk
can't say
your
that because I
ish.
had a lot of features. So.
I ain't never had a feature. Nobody who
Mm.
a prima donna, a diva, none of that. I ain't never had a feature. It's just like, well, why you don't do a song with this and that? I said, well, why don't you ask them that?
Mm.
Because some people, what they say, like Slick Rick will say, it's the moment they fear.
Ooh, I like it. What's your sign?
I'm a Libra,
You
first
a
house,
Libra.
the first.
What's your sign?
Oh, Sag.
I'm physically and
It's
mentally put together.
Ow. Okay.
That's a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
So tell me a little bit more about the new project. Like I know you don't want to give too much, but what? And you say it's
No,
eclectic. What? Give us a little more
yeah,
about
it
it.
is because my titles. I'll give you for instance. I got a song called Alpha Male
Okay.
on there. Then I got another song called Apex. And then I got another song called Rudy Poo. I got yeah. I got songs. Oh, I got one that is forget my language. I got a song called Eat the Dick.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just
No diddy.
Well,
yeah,
you're
no
not
diddy.
doing that.
Yeah.
Are you
No,
doing
no,
that?
no, no,
Okay.
no, no, no. It's
Okay.
you know, it's the equivalent of dog pounds, bomb ass pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
And I got a song, I got a song I call Meemaw, and it's on that fixture. So I'm just coming with a whole bunch of shit that I've been
He just raw.
held back on, because I was kind of conscious about what people were saying to me, like this, that, and I'm like, wait a minute, your opinion did not make me famous. I made me famous.
Okay.
That's right.
For
Tell
me,
him
and for me to like Too Short say, so you motherfuckers thought I changed up my style. So what are you saying, Todd? I have to think of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that right there is proof that man stayed doing him for 100 damn years, and they love him. Why I need to change my style? Because of a damn beat. Them beats came from here, so why I need to go to that? And I've been doing what's working for me.
Yeah.
So that's been working for me.
So what God?
All that's been working for me.
So what God did for us, going back to that, because we want to stay authentic and stay original to what we do. He gave us the platform. We can bring in anyone we want to do what they do. So I don't have to adapt to someone else. What they do, I do what I do and let them do what they do, because we gonna put it out on the platforms that we want to put them out on anyway.
Right.
As artists, do y'all think that it's the ones that conform usually lose out? Like instead of, I would say I do. I think that they lose out when they conform. I think being the eclectic and the difference is, what makes you stand out as an artist. So what do you think is being in that industry and seeing it up close and personal?
Up close and personal, I'll just give you a story. I won't use the major artist's name. But the thing about it, even when they talk about the P. Diddy thing, that's been going on since the record label, the industry started. Before,
that's true.
It ain't just P. Diddy. P. Diddy learned that. He learned that behavior.
Learned behavior.
It's a learned behavior. And I'm going to give you an example. When I was 16 years old, I was living in Venice, California. And I was with this group, our group, where we had, our group was called Togetherness. I can say the name of my group. And we won a citywide talent show that they did at Venice Beach. Right? So we out there, we doing Gap Man. You dropped the bomb on me. Baby, we 16 with Gap Man, we was killing all that stuff like that. We win the competition. And now they had this show they call Street Children. There was a guy named Sergio Levine and a guy named David Hunt. Now, Sergio Levine, you might not even know these names. But if you ever watch Rocky, when Apollo got killed in the ring, the little man that did that announcement, that announced who they were, that's Sergio Levine.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
Now,
Carl Weathers passed away. R.P. Carl Weathers, by the way.
Yes, R.I.P.
Well, she's 51. She might remember. She might remember. But anyway, the guy, Star Search. Anybody remember Star Search?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Sergio Levine was the original writer of
Star Search.
They stole it, the concept for what we was doing. They gave it to McMahon.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So what this guy did, he got all the telephone from all over the state, and we had when we traveled together. Right now, get down to my story when you answer your question about giving in to the industry. They used to take us to these parties, and I can't tell you the name. They used to take us to these parties, and my first thing I saw was, I go into this back room where the pool room is. I open up the door and look in there, and they got this long table in there, like they do at church. The long table they eat dinner on church. It was full
Mm-hmm.
of drugs. Now I'm 16 years old.
Mm.
I'm looking at cocaine. I'm looking at heroin. I'm looking at this everything that you can think of, pills, weed. It almost gave me a heart attack.
Mm.
I was 16 years old, but the thing about it, I came up in what they call a Christian family, so I knew it was wrong when I saw it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It raised a total risk. See, me, I would have been like, oh man, what the hell they ain't doing?
It,
Been there,
it,
done that, seen it. Again, I was in Brooklyn in the 80s, baby. So
I know,
totally different life.
but that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you though. Either you can fall for it,
Yeah.
or you can turn away from it.
That's right.
Now, I didn't say I ain't never saw it before because I'm from the O. I had brothers that was pimps.
Yeah.
I was gambling at the age of 10, 11 years old with the grown men. That's why when I saw that movie with Eddie Murphy, they said, "Get that little bad kid up out of here." It's bad luck to me. And he shot him in the head. Okay.
Shank your mother.
I thought about myself. For real. Thought about myself. But anyway, make a long
That
story
nigga had a whole flashback.
we had no, for real, that was me. That Eddie Murphy, when he was a little boy, that was me. 14 years. So I was 16 years old, but we had a 14-year-old bass player in our band. And they like them boys, like them DeBarge boys, them little light-skinned boys like that. You know, Switch, you know, all them groups like that. They were some boys looking like that. Well, he's 14 years old. They got him on them drugs, right? And they turned him out. He was 14 years old. And he never bounced back. He never bounced. He never bounced back. So when I saw the Diddy thing, it didn't surprise me that was happening with. They said Justin Bieber. I can call it because they got all over the internet. Usher and all them. They've been doing that for years. But you can't want success so much until you'll do whatever it takes to have the success.
Right.
That's what I love about our platform. We open up the platform for those that genuinely love this game and of music. We love the thing economics, love being educated, because they don't want it. The industry ain't gonna educate you.
Not.
Education gonna give you. It's gonna be hard knocks, and the hard knocks gonna be we're gonna videotape everything you do. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna expose you later on.
Yep.
And that's all. And that's all it is. It's just a rerun. It's just a rerun. So you can't be so eager, you know, to want to make it that you will sell your soul. I had a whole lot of time. I had a whole lot of time to sell my soul if I wanted to sell it.
What is it profit of man to gain the world and still lose his soul?
Yeah. And at the end of the day, when you think about, of course, I'm gonna ask my favorite question to both of y'all, and that what I was leading up to. So I'll ask the question first. For you, is it the journey or the destination? Whoever can go first.
It's always where I'm gonna end up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know on my journey, there's gonna be many different things that's gonna pop in. You know, it's gonna be whether it's good or whether it's evil.
Right.
But it's always about can I endure to the end? Because the race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but it's given to those who can endure.
That's right.
I like that. I like
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
I
So,
do.
in other words, can you stay in the rain?
Come
Can
on,
you
New Edition.
Can you weather?
Can you stand the rain?
We had to do it.
Ooh, I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs. I don't
Yes,
give a fuck
top
who
10.
don't like it.
Love
I can't
it.
sing, but that's a song.
Can you weather the storm?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I was around those boys when they first got to Motown. I remember Michael Bivins coming up to me at Motown and said, "Mr. Perry Franklin, what do you think about this here?" What do you think his question was to me? He said, "What do you think about this here?" I said, "What you talking about, Mike?" He said, "Man, I'm thinking about bringing my own group." You know? I said, "Well, you already in." I said, "You already in. Do what you want to do." Well, guess who the group was? Boys to Men.
Oh no.
Yeah, they
Boys
talked
to
about that
Men.
in the movie. So, but
Boy,
what did you
do
think
do
about
do
that? Did you
da
think
da
that was a
do 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 da 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 da
shout
da
out to Boys to Men? Did you
da.
think
That's
that
my
was a good
shit. I
idea
don't
for them
care.
to do?
I didn't hear your question.
Star?
I was asking, did you think, regardless of who it was it a good idea for him to do that, in your opinion, to venture out to do something different?
Yes, you know,
Or was that
because
something different for him?
that was something different for him because he desired to be in the business.
The business end of it. Yep.
You know, he wanted to be
Gotcha.
he wanted to create a, and his whole thing was, you know, what we don't do, and what when I like about this thing is go bring somebody else.
Right.
But
Right.
you
I
got to
don't see
do it
nothing
in
wrong
a
with that.
way, you know. So my thing was, I told him, man, I said, look, man, you know, you already in, bring them.
Yeah.
Johnny Gill, I walked up to him. I walked with Johnny Gill, man. You know, hey, I don't understand. I didn't understand your song, what you were singing. He said, what was that? And I started singing the song.
What he say? What he
On a
say? Was he
perfect
mad at you?
day, I know that I can count on you.
Ooh.
It's not possible. Then tell me, can you weather the storm?
Ooh.
I mean, I started singing the song, and then
Ooh.
Malcolm Jamal Warner was with him. He said, "Man,
Yeah.
OG all over you, Johnny." But no, it was an opportunity, you know, for me to have a conversation with him,
Right.
you
Right.
know, and help him, you know, see some things. They were all these young dudes, and they all had deals. I'm the only one that I hung around all the superstars
Yeah.
because my thing was what made me different is that my family at that time in Los Angeles they had money, so I was
Right.
riding around limousines.
You were riding just like him. You were living just like him.
I'm going to school in limousine. On the weekend, I'm on the weekend when I'm performing, I pull up in a Rolls Royce. So my thing was I didn't need what they had. They couldn't pull nothing, no wools over my eyes. Talking about they couldn't offer me anything.
That part right there.
So if you're not gonna give me the business on what to do to go to the next level, then I don't want your material things. Because when they start giving you material things, you're setting yourself up.
Yeah. If you into that, I mean, honestly, I guess this. Well, I guess that's dumb to say, right? Because I guess everybody's into that,
Ain't
but
nothing wrong.
they just the priorities are not straight. Is what I'm seeing in the world we live in today. From our peers, from our young people. It's not just them. We keep blaming it on the generation. It's some of the old folks too, like you guys said
Yeah,
earlier. So
yeah. And the reason I'm gonna tell you the other reason why they get caught up like that.
yeah.
Because they get you at 5 years old and they groom you.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of artists they get and they already and most of these artists that make it, and you might not ever thought about this here. They were born into royalty.
Yeah. Most of them, yeah, they are. And I was surprised that a lot of the relationships that people really don't know about, like you wouldn't think this one knew that one or this one knew that one.
But they all knew each other.
Yes, and it's like totally different ends of the spectrum. So you might have Disney princess over here with Glorilla. You know, that's her first cousin. You know, I'm just using that for an example. I'm not saying that's
Right.
true, but it's a lot of that
I'm talking
in
about
the
Cardi
industry.
B.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
Cardi B is her first cousin, but I was just using that as an example. So yeah, neither
Mm-hmm.
one of them. I was using
That's how you get in. They don't they thought they discovered somebody. No, they already was groomed.
It's nepotism.
They was already grooming them from kids.
It's called nepotism.
Yeah.
You go back and look at some of these artists, man. They was on TV when they were babies and kids.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so they handpicked. You know, they already handpicked. So they might sign 10 people, right?
Yeah.
But 9 of them they putting on the shelf, and one of them they gonna promote.
Yeah. Like they did Destiny's Child with Beyonce.
Right. Like
It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off.
She was the money. She was and that was the clear. I mean, I love them all, but I always thought Kelly had the best voice. Beyonce is an amazing performer, like awesome to just watch her turn into Sasha Fierce or whoever she turns into because she's amazing to watch perform. Vocals I got to give to Kelly. And Michelle is just dope too. I love them all, so I have nothing bad to say about them. But you could tell the way the industry worked because of the way that situation went. And then with the Whitney story, they touched that. Shout out to Whitney, one of my favorites. I sung all her songs in the talent shows and couldn't sing a lick, but I did them anyway. But even she talked about how how Clive Davis tried to maneuver her into doing a lot of different things that I'm sure we don't even know the half of. So that's hearsay. So allegedly,
Yeah, I hate to even iterate on any of that stuff that happened to our fallen sisters and brothers in music. I had my dose of it.
Got you.
and I stood on business. You know what I'm saying? It's just no, I'm not gullible. No, man. I just saying that had to happen, but you got to look at it. That's the price they. I'm not. That's the price they had to pay because they played that game. You understand? So they played that game. The game. So it ain't like I ain't got no sympathy for them, but I can't worry about that. Worry about my Mighty Morphin rump being rangered. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow, wow, wow. No pause. No Diddy.
Look, I'm
No
using
diddler.
that one. Y'all heard it here first on the Trillionaire Show.
God damn.
The Mighty
Y'all
Morphin
heard it
rump
here
range.
first on the Trillionaire Show, and Stars 10 is gonna be using that again.
When I was coming up, I was when I was coming up, man, I've done theater. I've been in movies. I'm modeled. I mean, some of my stuff is still online. If you go up there and look up dueling pistols, right? If you just go on your thing right now and look up dueling pistol by Omar Fletcher, you'll see me on the front page of this book.
Can you pull that up?
Chris, can you pull that up?
You probably could, but we're about to wrap it up the show. So
Yeah.
But I'm saying, so
please get.
Make a long story short, I've done all those things, right?
Yes.
I've actually gone to interviews for movies, right? And I'm waiting to read the script. You know what they tell me? You came highly recommended. You got the part.
You just got this. Just go home and study and come on back.
That ain't what that ain't what they said. They said you got this, right? You already got the part, but there's some other business we got to go take care of.
Yeah.
And I said, what business is that?
That bullshit.
Just pull out the paperwork and I'm gonna sound down the line. Then the guy told me this is 2:30. The guy told me I was on like the 7th, 8th floor in Wilshire, California. He said, turn southwest. I turned southwest. I'm looking through a telescope. He said, what do you see? I said, I see some girls by a pool. And the dude picked up the telephone. He said, what you want them to do? See, they try to find what your vices are.
Yeah.
Now I'm in a building about a mile away from what I'm looking at. Right, but I can see them. He said, what do you want them to do? I think he's joking, really. He picked up the phone, and me, I'm young, but tell them to lose the tops.
Bugs in my ear, y'all. Wait. Oh wow. And they did it.
And they did it. I'm just telling you what they do.
Right.
Tell them, and then he said,
I said, what do you want to do?
I said, well, tell them to go skinny dipping. And they did that and swung around like that and threw them and jumped in and died in the pool. And the dude told me, let's go over there and take care of that. But I already knew it was a setup. Yeah. It wasn't no setup to go get the girls. It was a setup for them to get you over there, and they want you to, they wanted to buck
they want to toss the salad.
So I knew those games. So it does happen. But we have to be wise as a serpent.
And yet it's harmless as a dove. And people don't read that scripture, but that's one of the most powerful scriptures. Because they teach us that serpents are evil, and that's just not true. We come from a serpent people. We come from the Nagas. You know what I'm saying? Like, the feathery serpent. And so ain't nothing wrong with serpents are wise. So wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove.
They are, and they give these myths about, the animals and things like that. I've been watching a lot about sharks lately. Don't ask me why, but I know DMX said shout out to DMX. He said a quote, and it was something like, I don't think I can say it all the way, but it was something like, trust people to be who they are. So trust a snake to be a snake, trust a goat to be a goat, trust a liar to be a liar. And that's what it is. Like, trust people, trust things, trust whatever to be exactly what it is, and then some in the world we live in. You know what I mean? So I just we just love everybody, and I want to throw some shout outs really quick. No, I want y'all to shout out some people first. You guys send you some shout outs. Tell the people where they can reach you at.
I want to most definitely shout out the KFMG staff, my A&R, star A&R, Donald Wiggins in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And then our conglomerates, MRE. Over at MRE, shout out to Gotos at GT, Ghazi over at Empire, you know what I'm saying? Sir Lucian Grange over at Universal, is a MOBB, you know what I'm saying? The My Family, all of our artists and friends and family that are connected. And shout out most definitely to Treatwell and Chris Cheney and the WWC, whole organization. You know what I'm saying? So I most definitely Well, keep it short but simple. But man, but first and foremost, I thank to God Almighty. You know what I'm saying? Who's the head of my life and changed me? You know what I'm saying? Damn flies. I'm sorry. So yeah, he's in there on the phone. But yeah, man. Well, thank you again for inviting me on your show.
Man, thank you for coming on my show and our show, and I appreciate it. I know y'all are busy, but y'all always take the time and come talk to me. Hey, peace, brother. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Star, you want to give your shout outs real quick, and then I'm gonna give mine, and then
do
we gonna.
definitely want to shout out to Worldwide Collaboration. Shout out to Chris Cheney, David, John, everybody, just all the guys. Shout out to the ladies, all the queens in the building. Shout out to Shorty Mac. Look forward to doing some business with you. Shout out to who else am I forgetting? I'm forgetting. Shout out to my daughter, Aaliyah Simone. She is just doing her thing. I am so proud of her. So definitely shout out to her. She just made junior ambassador, so she'll be at graduation, pumping up the seniors and being in service for them. Shout out to all my domestic violence people out there. My sister's dreamer. Shout out to Trill Will. Shout out to Cass of 1111. And thanks for having me, y'all.
Yeah, man, it's been a blessing. Definitely got to give a few shout outs. I want to shout out everybody that's in the chat. They've been active in the chat today. Shout out to Tabo Notes. He's new and up and coming, dope ass, super dope artist. Make sure y'all check him out. Shout out to Off the Grid. Shout out to John Ninja. Excuse me, Big Ninja. Shout out to Ralph Hill Jr. Shout out to Michelle Pearson. Obviously, Christopher Lee Cheney. You know what I'm saying? That's my business partner, man. He make it happen. Behind the scenes on the tech, even when you don't see him, he's still there. If you see me, you see him. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that came in the chat again and interacted. If you got any questions, make sure you drop the questions that you want to talk about or subject matter for next week in the comments, because we're gonna go back and review them, and then we'll grab something out of there for subject matter and so on and so forth. Shout out to Kim Bronson. Definitely want to give a big shout out to Scott Franklin. I want to give a shout out. Yeah, that's pretty much it, to my brother, IFC P, aka Mikael Israel. That's my little brother, man. He's doing this thing all over Tampa. Shout out to Worldwide Collaboration. Shout out to the Blast Crew. Shout out to WHHF, the Hip Hop Fraternity, if you can. Shout out to Next Level DJ Coalition. Shout out to this Badass Savage Life ENT. Shout out to everybody that we've doing business with and doing business with in the future. And GFM, God first, family second, money third. Just keep it like that. And I swear to God, generational wealth. It's on the menu. You know what I'm saying? I want to appreciate y'all again, big homies, for tapping in. Y'all are more than welcome back anytime. Anytime y'all want to come back, y'all can. You know what I'm saying? So just let me know on that tip. But other than that, Chris, we're gonna go ahead and roll that WWC commercial.
Hold on, Chris. I got one more shout out. I got a shout out Subpoena, and I got a shout out Miss Queen. New cast to 1111. Y'all be looking out for the movie. Go follow me at Submissive Alpha on Instagram. Bye, y'all.
Submissive Alpha.
Talk about worldwide collaboration.
What is worldwide collaboration?
It will blow your mind. It is the world movement beyond movements. And talents join them on wwcfam.com.
How do I join them?
Go to wwcfam.com and upload music, videos, create chats, add websites, online radios, and so much more.
Let's take over the world together. I am down. I hear it's not only a website, but a movement anyone can be a part of.
Yes, go join them now and later rule the world together. Worldwide collaboration.
This is a worldwide collaboration song.
Yeah. Look. Brainstorming, creating, thinking the new ideas, inventing inventions, representing everything, having members collaborating. Worldwide